What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, Ezra Miller, right, who plays the Flash in many DC movies, right? Not a household name quite yet, but I'm pretty sure his name is well known on many police blotters by this point. But anyway, after years of throwing chairs at people, kicking people upside the head, punching people in the face, choking people, strangling people, robbing people, allegedly abusing people in a manner that is questionable, I'll say. He now says, or excuse me, they now say, and I have to say they because he identifies as a man and as a woman. They now say that they're getting help for, quote, complex mental health issues. So Ezra Miller is finally addressing what many have believed were significant mental health issues. This after months, no, I say years, of erratic behavior and run-ins with the law. The Flash star apologized Monday for their bizarre antics and confirmed they're getting help for some significant problems. Ezra said, quote, having recently gone through a time of intense crises, I now understand that I am suffering complex mental health issues and have begun ongoing treatment. Yeah, the powers to be in Hollywood got to his ass and said, look, we about to throw your ass away permanently, motherfucker, if you don't cut this bullshit out. You know, it's a lot of young doppelgangers that look just like you, that's willing to go through these perverse, sadistic rituals and disgrace their honor to get the spot that you're in. So, cut it out. That motherfucker was in the office and the goddamn president of the company opened a trap door and he saw right like 2 feet behind him and shit a pit of fire and alligators and a whole bunch of fucking skeletons with fucking goddamn old ass Pisachi shades on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Black fingernail polish and shit. So I think he got scared. I think he got the point. Ezra goes on, I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. I am committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life. Ezra's latest brush with law enforcement came this last week when they were accused of burglarizing a Stamford, Vermont home from which they allegedly swiped several bottles of booze. And back in April 2020, Ezra was seen on a viral video choking a woman at a bar in Iceland. But of course, Ezra was not charged for that assault. He's also been accused, or excuse me, they have also been accused for keeping an 18-year-old away from their own family and bringing them around the country and, quote, grooming the individual. Ezra was busted in Hawaii back in March after getting into it with bar patrons and then with cops during transport to jail. Warner Brothers, the studio producing the $200 million Flash movie, scheduled for release next June, has reportedly been encouraging Ezra to get help. It now seems Ezra is listening. Yeah, they threaten his motherfucking ass. Let me say this, man. It just baffles me how I go on social media, and I get it, Will Smith is a big star. But that's not the only that's not the only motivation here. Okay? Because, I've seen a lot of lesser stars, a lot of ink who were black that got a lot of demonization from the media. Like Isaiah Washington, when he allegedly used that slur, that was everywhere on television. Isaiah Washington is not a big star. Ezra Miller is a bigger star than Isaiah Washington was. His career was pretty much ruined for years. Isaiah Washington is just coming back from that. This was 15 plus years ago. Ezra Miller has thrown chairs at people, choked a woman, robbed someone, grooming a person, kidnapping basically, punched people in the face, screaming and yelling in public and threatening people, and nothing but sympathy and the always convenient mental health issues. Meanwhile, and this is not apologizing for what he did, but Will Smith slapped a person, and they make you think that he committed the Kennedy assassination. I mean, that's how it's being treated. I mean, isn't it possible Will Smith was under a lot of stress too? he certainly has stated that, but there's not that sympathy toward him. I don't see it. I don't see people with all this, Anne Heche, she knowingly, and I'm sorry she lost her life, but she knowingly got into a vehicle, knowing that she was drunk, knowing that she was high on cocaine, and had that woman not, as more details have come out, had that woman had been in that sector of the house, she would have killed somebody. But Anne Heche, is being looked upon as a victim. And I'm not trying to bully these people, but come on. Are we not seeing a pattern here? And you know what gets on my fucking nerves? This is what gets on my nerves when people like me make these points. Make all these points. It's not that we're whining about racism. It's the fact that it's so fucking blatantly obvious that there is something there. There's something there where certain people get protected for bad behavior and other ones, their bad behavior, which should be chastised, gets blown up to a proportion where the criticism no longer matches the action. And I hate when people try to gaslight black people when it comes to racism, like we don't know what the fuck we seeing. Like you trying to make it seem like we're paranoid and we don't see what the fuck we're seeing. We know what the hell we're seeing. You know what you're seeing. So at the end of the day, I don't feel sorry for Ezra Miller at all. He's a scumbag. At the end of the day, he's going to still be a fucking scumbag. He's just going to try to be good for a little while, contain his demons, but the shit going to come out again because he's a piece of shit. Why can't we say this anymore in society? Some people are pieces of shit. Period.